Welcome back to the Snorium Emporium, the quiet history of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Tonight, we're going to travel to the city of Pittsburgh, a city of rivers, steel bridges, and one of the most storied teams in football history. So settle in, take a slow breath, let your shoulders relax, and imagine yourself standing along the banks of the Allegheny River. The lights of downtown Pittsburgh glow softly in the distance. The yellow bridges stretch quietly across the water, and the city hums gently in the night. This is a place where football is not just a game. It is tradition. But the story of the Pittsburgh Steelers did not begin with championships. In fact, it began with struggle. The early years. Our story begins in the year 1933. Professional football was still young. The NFL had only a handful of teams. Baseball was America's favorite sport. And in Pittsburgh, the city was known for steel mills, railroad, and hard-working families. A man named Art Rooney had a dream. Art Rooney was born and raised in Pittsburgh. He loved sports. He loved competition. But more than anything, he loved his city, using winnings from a horse race bet. Rooney paid $2,500 to start a professional football team. At the time, the team was called the Pittsburgh Pirates, named after the city's baseball team. No one yet knew that this small franchise would become one of the most respected organizations in football history. In those early years, things were difficult. The team struggled to win games. Crowds were small, and professional football was still fighting for attention. But Art Rooney never gave up. He believed that if the team stayed patient and stayed loyal to its players, success would eventually come. Becoming the Steelers. In 1940, the team changed its name. The Pittsburgh Pirates became the Pittsburgh Steelers. The name honored the workers who built the city. Steel workers who spent long hours in mills along the rivers, helping build bridges, railroads, and skyscrapers across America. The name Steelers represented toughness, hard work, and pride. But for decades, winning remained difficult. The Steelers became known as one of the NFL's struggling franchises. Through the 1940s, 50s, and 60s, the team rarely made the playoffs, but something important was quietly happening behind the scenes. The Rooney family was building something different. They focused on loyalty, stability, and patience. Instead of firing coaches quickly, they believed in giving people time to build. This philosophy would eventually become one of the greatest strengths of the organization. The turning point. Everything began to change in 1969. That year, the Steelers hired a young head coach named Chuck Noll. At the time, few people realized how important this decision would become. Chuck Noll believed in discipline, smart drafting and building a team slowly, one player at a time. In his first season, the Steelers struggled again, but in the 1969 NFL draft, Chuck Noll selected a defensive tackle from North Texas. His name was Joe Green. Fans would soon know him as Mean Joe Green. This moment would become the beginning of something special. Joe Green became the leader of a defense that would later be called the Steel Curtain. The Steel Curtain. Throughout the 1970s, the Steelers built one of the greatest defenses in football history. The Steel Curtain defense was powerful, relentless, and incredibly disciplined. Players like Joe Green, L.C. Greenwood, Jack Lambert, Jack Ham, and Mel Blount became legends. Together, they formed a defense that seemed almost impossible to break. Opposing teams struggled to move the ball. Quarterbacks felt constant pressure. And Pittsburgh fans embraced the toughness of the team. But the Steelers were not only strong on defense, they also had a powerful offense led by players like Terry Bradshaw, Franco Harris, Lynn Swann, and John Stallworth. The team had finally become a true contender. The first championship. In 1975, something incredible happened. The Steelers reached the Super Bowl. Their opponent was the Minnesota Vikings. Fans across Pittsburgh gathered in living rooms, bars, and community halls. The game was intense, but the Steelers' defense dominated. When the final whistle blew, the Pittsburgh Steelers had won their first Super Bowl for the city of Pittsburgh. It was a moment of pure celebration. Factories paused, car horns echoed through the streets, and fans waved black and gold flags across the city. But the story did not end there. In fact, the Steelers were just getting started. A dynasty. Over the next few years, the Steelers accomplished something extraordinary. They won 4 Super Bowls in 6 seasons: 1975, 1976, 1979, 1980. No team had ever dominated the decade like that. The Steelers became a dynasty. Their style of football reflected the city itself. Tough, hardworking, and determined, fans across the country began to recognise the black and gold, and the Steelers gained supporters far beyond Pittsburgh, a tradition that continued. As the years passed, players retired, coaches changed, but the culture remained. The Rooney family continued to guide the organisation with patience and stability. Very few teams in professional sports have had as few head coaches as the Steelers. This consistency created something rare, a sense of family, a sense of continuity, and fans appreciated it deeply. A new generation. In the 2000s, the Steelers found success once again. A new quarterback emerged. His name was Ben Roethlisberger, nicknamed Big Ben. He helped lead the Steelers to another Super Bowl victory in 2006 and again in 2009. By then, the Steelers had become one of the most successful franchises in NFL history. The city and the team. But perhaps the most remarkable part of the Steelers' story is the connection between the team and the city. Pittsburgh fans are known for their loyalty. Even during difficult seasons, the stadium fills with waving terrible towels. Black and gold swirl through the air like a sea of colour. For many fans, the Steelers represent more than football. They represent community, resilience, and pride. A quiet night in Pittsburgh. Now imagine yourself once again in Pittsburgh. It is late at night. The stadium lights have gone dark. The rivers flow quietly beneath the bridges. The city rests. And somewhere in the distance, a terrible towel hangs gently from a balcony, waiting for the next game. The story of the Steelers continues. Season after season, generation after generation, but for tonight, the city is calm, the stadium is quiet, and the long history of Pittsburgh football drifts peacefully through the night. Take another slow breath, relax, and let the quiet story of the Steel City carry you into sleep. For those of you still awake, let's take a quiet moment together. Take a slow breath in through your nose, filling your lungs gently. Hold it for just a moment. And now slowly breathe out through your mouth. Let your shoulders soften and allow your body to sink comfortably into your bed or chair. Now again, breathe in slowly, deep and calm, and gently release the breath. Feel your body growing heavier, your muscles relaxing, your thoughts drifting quietly away. Imagine the night around you becoming still, the world outside slowing down, just like you're breathing. Take another slow breath in and let it go, even more slowly this time. With every breath out, allow the day to fade further into the distance. Your mind grows quieter, your body grows calmer, and sleep begins to arrive naturally. Now simply rest here, breathing slowly in the quiet comfort of the night. As always, the Snorium Emporium wishes you a good night's sleep.